this? We're actually making a video. Oh wow. I haven't made one in a long time. I'm sorry folks. But it's just I've been kind of busy. We did a bathroom remodel that just took too long. I actually paid someone to do it. It's just, but I have to babysit them, you know. Have to watch, make sure nothing goes wrong, but it still went wrong, so that took way too long. Yeah, actually the last time you saw this car, nothing was touched. It's a shame, but what can I do? I got this. Let me show you what I got. We're gonna fix the motor mount issues. So I got this. This actually came in about a month ago. I ordered this thinking I can get to it right away, but stuff happens. So I got this. We're gonna go with urethane inserts. We're gonna remove these. It's just preference, looks. Plus, I don't know if you can see it, that back one. Oh look, we got. It's been a while that we actually got spider webs. That back mount, the T bracket, and that mount is broken. It's making this more rock back and forth. But hey, but look, I got new headers on it. Well, new used. This mount, it's not for you if you don't like your car vibrating, because this will make the car vibrate like crazy. Girls love it. It's like sitting on a vibrator. But yeah, so don't do this if you don't like your car vibrating. I like it not because it vibrates, but basically the motor doesn't rock back and forth under the hood, you know, when you're going. So I don't know, it seems better to me. It's again preference. The idea is, if your motor doesn't have time to react, which is rock back and forth when you go, then you're putting power down sooner, because you're, you know, that quick moment where the motor flex, you know, and some say you're less likely to break an axle because your motor's not moving around as much. Everybody? Oh, he took off. My dog showed up and then left. I don't see it hurting other than vibrating, and I do notice that motor does rock back and forth pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. So I'm gonna do that one first. Again, you know, I wish I would show you how to remove it. I could, you know, how to remove it, but I can't hold and turn a wrench at the same time, or film and turn a wrench at the same time. So right now I'm just gonna dig in here and show you. So this is easier with the manifold removed, because you got all this room. You know, again, I removed it to do the brakes, and I had an exhaust manifold leak, so I had to change this gasket anyways. So while I was doing that, I said, well, let me not put the manifold back in and get all this thing squared away. So there's one bolt right here. Let's see if I can move this around so you can see it. There's that's 17. There's one bolt right there. This should have been just a bolt, but they put an unbolt on here, and it's, you can see, that's not good. So you take that off, and then those two, I believe they're 17, it might be 19. Those two bolt right there, and this T bracket comes out. Then you got 314, one in the front and 2 in the back. So you remove those, motor mount comes out. For this one, you don't have to support the engine, because you got the two, this one and that one holding it. So you can go ahead and do this. The motor will, you'll notice it'll start rocking pretty good once you get that out of the way. But let me go ahead and pull it out and then show you what we got going. All right. Okay, I got ahead and got it out. This is the one, as you can see, I got another one, because this is what came out of the car. Notice how that hole's all boogered up. So that holes a little bit. And on the other side. If you notice, on new used one, the nut's actually welded on there. So that's why they have a nut and bolt, because that's all. I'm guessing at one point whoever worked on this at one point cross-threaded it and just broke it out of its weld. That's why it's all boogered up. Same thing on the other side. Yeah, it's supposed to have a nut and bolt welded to it. So basically I got a used one, so this is scrap metal. The new used one came with this, which we're probably gonna use. This one looks like it's already broken. Somebody already tried to glue one of these things on there. So, yep, this is also garbage. Now, being I have aftermarket one, they're innovative for this to mount. So, when I went to pick and pull and grab this, I went ahead and grabbed this. Kind of creative, because if you take all these three mounts, only the two small lower mounts will hold the motor up, and that's not good enough to hold it. So it actually took me one Integra, which is this. This two came from an Integra. This two came from a later model Civic. I think it was a 95 EG. So when I took this, I left these two on the car, and I took this on a different car. Or else I would have to pull the motor out or leave the motor dangling there, which I don't want to do, because someone might crawl underneath not knowing, and they're going to have to bench press a motor. So what we're going to do is do this one first. This one and this one, you're basically just pushing the mounts in. This guys, you just, you know, kind of self-explanatory. Hold on guys, I'm just grabbing what I need, and then okay, so that's how it goes. So this two for that one, trying to figure it out. Okay, there you go. Sorry, this two will go here, this two will go here. I mean, you're basically just, you know, forcing it, pushing it in. I might have it backwards, I don't know. And then, but this one I have to press out this inner mount, because this is liquid filled. You can take it to a machine shop and have them press it out. It'll probably cost you like maybe $25–50. Remember, this is liquid filled, so if you are gonna press it out yourself, make sure you're not wearing clothes that you don't want to get stained, because you might break this in the process. I should say you will break it in the process, and it might squirt fluid all over what you're wearing. So either wear an apron, wear something you don't care for. Once you get it pressed out, you got, you know, this replaces that metal, and then you just basically boom, boom, and I think this goes in the middle, so it's kind of, yeah, there you go. That's how it's gonna look inside with, you know, I'll show you. So now this and this, they're rubber. You might want to put something to lubricate it so this will slide in there easily. You never want to use WD-40, because WD-40 is petroleum based, and any petroleum based oil or lubricant is basically oil, and it tends to dry up the rubber. You know, it sucks up the moisture and dry it up. You want to use silicone spray, because anything silicone based, it doesn't dry out the rubber. It'll just, you know, it'll go on there. I mean, you just see if I can do it one hand so I can show you at least one. So you just kind of spray it, and being being it's not oil based or petroleum based, it doesn't, you know, try to dry out the rubber. I mean, you could probably get away with WD-40, but yeah, I got it pressed out. This one went in by hand. That was easy. This one I had to use the press. This one I pressed out. I haven't put the new one in yet, but I want to show you guys. That's what I mean by this thing is liquid filled. Yeah, they fill it with liquid, hence liquid filled. So basically now you put this on, that on, you know, So let me put this on. I'm probably gonna have to use the press because this is gonna be a tight fit and I can't hold the camera. So I'll be right back. Okay, I got the back one in. It's in there. Like I said, there's one to remove this. There's one bolt here, and there's two in the back on each corner. This bolt, and then you got 17 here on top, and those two on the bottoms are 19. You just have to wiggle it. Now, I did have to spread that thing apart a little bit to get this to fit. So if you're doing this at home, you know, what you could do is stick a bolt in there. Don't thread it in that, okay? But basically, you get a bolt that's barely fits inside her, and then you stick a nut on it and you work the nut out, and it'll push these things apart. Let me kind of show you how I did it on this. So, okay, so basically what you do is you stick the nut and bolt like this. Then as you drive this, you know, it's threaded. This is not the right one, but you kind of get the idea. As you drive this, you know, as you unscrew this, as you know, do this will slowly go out, which is gonna spread this two apart. So that's all you need to do. Now I'm gonna work on replacing this one. Normally I say you won't have to support the motor. This time I do because it's missing the mount down there. I haven't found one yet. So I'm gonna have to support it and replace this. Okay, I'll be right back. Well, okay, so anyways, this is a 17 right here. 17, 17, 17 right there. Now this is the wrong one. If you notice, this is for a flywheel. I don't know why they use that, but I'll get the right bolt. Okay, this side's done. As you can see, I got the right, found a stud, right bolt holding it. Good thing I grabbed those two when I grabbed the mounts. Now we're gonna work on the other side. Now I did notice a few things I had to take care of while I was here. It was missing that transmission bolt and that transmission bolt. Man, whoever put this car back together should be shot. They suck at putting cars back together. So many missing bolts, wrong bolts, you name it. So, but we're gonna put it back together. We're gonna fix things and make it right. So let's move on to this guy. Technically I probably don't even have to replace this, but I don't like it. Okay, so let me do that and I'll come back. Alright, it's done. This one, like I said, there's 314, 1, 2, 3, and a 17 right there. You just pop out the old one, you press out this. Sorry I couldn't show you how I pressed it out because I need two hands for that. And then those thing just slips right in, those inserts. I did have to remove this 210 right here and move the power steering hose out of the way so I can hit it with an impact. That made my life a little easier. But yeah, all the mounts are installed. 1, 2, and 3. I'm still missing this, but as you can see, this motor is not going anywhere. I could probably do without it, but I know I gotta surf either Craigslist or Pick and Pull to see if anybody has that. You know, Then I gotta put the manifold back in. I think I'm done.